Hello and welcome to our tutorial on installing the integration for Shopify. You can find the documentation on our user guides and under the Shopify V2 menu entry. So before we start, we will check what we need to get this setup done. So first you have to have a Shopify account and store setup. You should also have an active Shopify subscription. So if you are just testing out, you can also buy that subscription for $1 for the first 3 months. So everybody should be able to set up and get started. You need to register a Shopify partner account. It's free to register. You just need to go through the process, which is a few clicks. Then you need to have BTCPay Server set up, ideally self-hosted, so you can follow all the steps I will be shown here. Otherwise, if you are on a third-party host, the third-party host needs to have the Shopify fragment enabled and the Shopify plugin available to you. So you should already have created a store on BTCPay Server and the wallet set up. So when you look here, I have already done that. So we have our Shopify V2 testing store here, and we already set up Bitcoin and Lightning wallets. Okay, so what we will do first, we will do set up a new app in our Shopify partner account. I already logged in Shopify partner, so you will see that screen when you log in. Then you go to apps. And here you create an app. Create an app manually. You give it a name. And let's name it Andy's tutorial. Create. Okay, now that's done. We need the client ID and client secret later. The next step is to scroll down and in the API access allow network connections. So let's go here, API access, allow network access. Okay, great. If you get an error here, make sure that you entered your first and last name into your profile, otherwise you will get an error here. I don't know why, but it's like that. Okay, next. So what we will do next, we will get an CLI token, which we later need to deploy the app. And you can do that in the Shopify partner account when you click on the partner link at the top. Then you go to settings. Now you scroll down. You see CLI token, manage tokens, generate a new token, generate token. It will show it here one time. So let's copy it and note it somewhere else. I will do that for me now. Okay. Once we have done that, okay, we did all those steps. So the next step is to deploy the Shopify app on your BTCPay server. So this assumes you have BTCPay hosted for yourself. If you are hosted on a third-party host, so you don't have the admin account and you don't have access to the server, you need to ask your third-party host to do these steps and make Shopify integration available to you. Okay, so let's bring up our console, log in into our server. So the next step is to go to, so that you can follow. If you are not already root, you can switch to root. I'm already root, so I don't do that. Then next step is to go to the BTCPay server directory. So let's do that. Now go into the BTCPay server Docker directory. Okay, you can run a BTCPay update or git pull here. The next most important step is to export the additional fragments. You can see it will use the existing additional fragments and then add Shopify. So let's copy that. Okay. And now we run this setup again. Dot BTCPay setup I. Okay. That looks good. Let's do it. So it will fetch the new fragment with the Shopify app and spin it up. You can now double check if everything has been installed. Docker ps grab Shopify. Okay, Shopify. Okay, you can see here it's running. I already had it installed. Okay, next step. Now we go back to our BTCPay server and install the Shopify plugin. So here we have our BTCPay server. We go to Manage Plugins. And we now search for Shopify. Okay, you can see here the Shopify plugin v2. This is what we want. We click on install. Now we need to restart BTCPay. This will take a few seconds. In the meantime, we check what we do next. Okay, we will need our client ID and client secret. Okay, let's check how this is going. Let's refresh the page. Okay, it's not yet there. Okay, now it's back up. So now you can see on the left you have Shopify v2 menu entry here. You still have the Shopify, the normal one, but this is now obsolete and it will cease to work on the 31st of August, I think. So now go to Shopify v2 and now it will tell you that you need a client ID and client secret. So we go back to the Shopify partner account. We need to go into apps, then select our app. And here we can copy the client ID. So now we need our client ID and client secret. We will copy that from our app. So go back to apps. Then we select our app. Here we have the client ID. We copy it and paste it here. Then we copy the client secret, which we paste here. Then we hit save. Restart take 2. Now we will continue with the deployment. So I will start in a few seconds. Okay, and now on the next step, we will deploy the app. So on the app name, we will name it the same as we did when we created it in the partner account. And this tutorial. The CLI token is the one we copied just before, or we created and copied just before. So I will get that now. Okay, I copy the token from my notes and enter it here. So next I will click on deploy app. This will now deploy the app from our BTCPay server to Shopify. You can follow along here. When you see the green check mark, everything went well. And the next step is to install the app on our Shopify store. So we go back to our documentation. Okay, we followed all that, we deployed. Okay, so now we go back to our partner account and we create a custom distribution. So let's go back to the partner account. We are already on the app, but in case you are not, just go to apps, then select your app. And here you can click on choose distribution. We want a custom distribution, select. Yes, we want that. We uncheck that box here. And now we go to our admin shopify.com where we have selected the store we want to install our app to. And in here you can, when you go to settings, you can see the domain of that store. So we copy that one. Then we go back to our Shopify partners. We enter the store domain here. And then we click generate link. Okay, generate link. Okay, now we can copy that link. And we just paste it here where we already have the admin page open. It will bring us right back to the store and it will ask us to install our app in this tutorial. Okay, install. Okay, great. The app is already configured. And we now need to follow along the next steps. Okay, we did create it, so okay. We installed the app, okay. And now we need to customize the thank you page. So if we just go back here and refresh that page, we will see all green check marks now. So we are good. Okay, and now let's move on to customize the checkout. So you go to settings, then select checkout and then customize. So you go to settings, then checkout, and here you have the customize button. This will not show up if you don't have any subscription. So you need to have one. Okay, here on the left we select apps. Now we see our BTCPay checkout app and our in this tutorial app listed here. We at the top we switch to the thank you page. Then we click here on the plus sign and add to the thank you page. Okay, Now we click Save to be sure everything is saved up. And now to double check, we go back to the sections and we see the BTCPay checkout. Checkout extension is listed here. Okay, so far so good. Let's check back on our docs. Okay. We did all of that. We added the thank you page. We go back. Okay, we have it. So now we set up a custom payment method in Shopify. This is also in the settings under payments. So here we exit that screen. And now we have our settings back. And here we go to payments. And here we go to manual payment methods. We create the manual payment method. You can see here. So we create a custom payment method. Okay. So here you need to mention Bitcoin or BTC. More details can be found in the documentation. So it needs to contain one of those words. Otherwise we can't detect it. So I will name mine pay with Bitcoin or Lightning Network. In the additional details, you can enter the text we provided here. It will just tell the customers that they need to click a button on the thank you page. Okay, we click activate. Great, we have it set up. So now I think we have it done all, and we will see if it works. Okay, so we close now our settings page. And here in the online store, you can click on the eye to open it up. We have our test product here. And we add it to the cart. Now we go to checkout. And we will see here's our payment method listed. Okay, we enter our name. Okay, we click complete order. Forgot the email. So now let's complete the order. Okay, now here on the thank you page, you can see that you now have the complete payment button. And you click on that. It will open up a new page where you can pay the invoice. Let me just do that. Okay, pay and done. So I now go back to Shopify. And you can see here, I already confirmed. Thank you very much for listening to this tutorial. I hope all steps were clear. And if you have any questions, reach out to us on Telegram or on our MetaMost chat.